Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here inside of Cold War Zombies. Today's video is going to be a top 5 and I know I haven't done a top 5 in a while, but I thought there's a bunch of glitches you guys can do at the moment, but I would like to show you the ones that I would prefer doing instead of the ones I wouldn't. So definitely if you guys want to level up, this video should help you out. Also keep in mind that these spots can utilize the toxic growth, meaning that all these spots I do mention in today's video can utilize the toxic growth in some sort of capacity. And I will also go through how to do the toxic growth at the end so you guys have a brief understanding of the toxic growth glitch, and then you guys can perform it on the glitches I show in the video. So without further ado, let's get into our first pileup. Now the first pileup in today's video will be located on the map the maschine. Now before you go to the pileup spot, do not open up this door right here. I would instead suggest that you take the path to the right of the command room. Anyways, once you have made your way to the medbay room, what you want to do is you want to keep one zombie left in the round. With this zombie, keep it behind you, and then you want to make your way to the exact area I go here. Now keep some distance between you and the capsule, and what you want to do is you want to move back a bit, jump forward onto the capsule and push back as you do so. Now if the zombie isn't piled up down below you, then simply retry the glitch. Once the zombie is down below you, then you're in the glitch. You can now kill off the zombie, and from here onwards the zombies will now pile up down below you. Megatons will be stuck in the barrier in front of you, meaning they won't pose a threat. However, playcounts can hit you, so when you see a playcount, definitely kill it as soon as you can. The last thing for this spot is that you actually can pick up pileups, meaning that if a zombie does drop a max ammo down below you, you will be able to pick it up. Now for this next spot, you have to be in the game mode cranked. Once done, make your way onto the map firebase and make your way to the data center. Make sure you guys are keeping track of your timer, but when you're at the data center, you want to go to this railing. Move to the area I do, and then once here, you want to jump forward onto the railing and then push back as you do so. The motion we are trying to achieve here is that when we mantle forward onto the railing, we push back onto this invisible barrier. If we have done this correctly, then we should be floating. From here, all zombies will pile up on top of you. Now in this spot, the mimics can rarely hit you. The only way they can hit you is if they actually lunge at you. However, this is very rare, so I wouldn't really worry about the mimics. The only problem about this spot is that the manglers can hit you with their projectile attacks. Now, I know what you might be thinking, doesn't that push you off this spot? If you look at the projectile attack coming at you, what will happen is that you will be pushed back, however, it will not be enough to push you off this spot. So from here, you can slowly edge up the wall back to where you were before. Do you know, for all these spots I show in today's video, there will be guides down below on how to perform the toxic growth in every one of these spots. And also near the end of today's video, I have a step-by-step guide on how to perform the toxic growth glitch. Anyways, that's it for glitch 2, let's get into glitch 3. So for our third spot in today's video, make your way back onto the map the maschine. Now to get into the pileup, it is a bit tricky, but there's a little secret that not that many people know. What you are aiming to do here is that when you mantle onto this ledge, you want to mantle onto the side. So as you can see here, I look toward the side and then I mantle toward that area and then I stop moving my controller. Remember, always push forward on your stick, and then if you do that, the mantle should happen automatically. Once you have been launched up there, stop moving your controller and your legs should start to dangle. If your legs are not dangling, then please retry the glitch, as zombies will barrage you with meat and we do not want this, as you may die from it. Anyways, once you're in the glitch, all zombies will pile up down below you. You will be also able to pick up the zombie pileup, so don't worry about ammo because ammo will be picked up down below you. Last of all, megatons will come, but for some reason when you're in this pileup, they won't shoot you for full damage. If you have juggernaut, the megaton's projectile attack will only do 25 to 50 damage, so that won't be enough to kill you, so you are safe in this spot. And the last thing is that playgrounds can hit you, so definitely when a playground does spawn, make sure to kill it as fast as you can. Alright, for the second to last glitch, it will also be located on the map the maschine. To do it, come to the pond area and jump onto this truck's bonnet. Once you're on the truck, make your way to this pillar. Now this next part can be very easily misunderstood, but all we have to do is keep on walking onto this pillar until our legs eventually start to dangle. We need to keep on moving forward and back until eventually what will happen is that your legs will get caught and they will dangle and they will start floating for the rest of the game. Now obviously you can leave the spot whenever you want to, but when you are dangling, these zombies will pile up wherever you last stood before you jumped onto the truck. So say you jumped from the truck from this angle, these zombies will now pile up in that location. Now in my opinion, I would highly suggest that you jump onto the truck the way I did in the clip. This is because the zombies are piled up as far to you as possible, meaning that they can't hit you in this area. When you're in this spot, you won't be able to pick up ammo, so I definitely recommend you grab a DIE wonder weapon or have a weapon with very high ammo. The megatons in this spot can hit you, however if you have ring of fire, that should really damage the megaton, making him not really that much of a threat. And last of all, playcounts. As long as your zombies are piled up in that location, playcounts will also go into that location. Meaning the playcounts can't pounce you, however their toxic attack can maybe damage you. Also, if you did not know, if you use the DIE suck ability, you can actually suck up the megaton's projectile attack. So when the megatons come, make sure to keep on pressing the L2 button to stop the megatons shooting at you with their projectile attacks. So as I promised earlier in the video, this portion of the video will be specifically for the infinite toxic growth. Now for the infinite toxic growth glitch, you can either do it in a pileup or not in a pileup. If you are not in a pileup, you will need 2 decoys, and if you're in a pileup, you will not need decoys as the pileup is acting as a decoy for you. So firstly, I'll go how to do it when you are not in a pileup. No matter what way you do it in, you still need a full round worth of zombies. With this horde, you want to have at least 2 decoys. When you have trained the horde up so that the zombies are very close to each other, throw that first decoy onto the ground. Then, when that decoy runs out, throw another one next to it. The reason we throw 2 decoys is that our first decoy helps us reposition ourselves for the toxic growth placement. And then our second decoy helps us position ourselves for the toxic growth and then place it down in the middle of the horde. That leads us to our next point. Place that toxic growth in the middle of your horde. The more centralized that toxic growth is placed, the better chance the glitch will work for you. Anyways, at this point, we want that toxic growth to kill as many zombies as it can at the same time. In the clip here, my toxic growth then goes on to kill all the zombies, which means that the toxic growth remains there for the remainder of your game. That is how you do the glitch when you're not in a pileup. However, if you're in a pileup, it's basically the same thing, but instead of using decoys, you are the decoy. To get these zombies piled up for your toxic growth placement, you have to get out of your chosen pileup, and in that little brief moment of time, you have to place down your toxic growth. If the zombies aren't all affected by your toxic growth, move around a little bit, and eventually all zombies should be affected by it, and they should die at the same time, meaning your toxic growth should remain where you have placed it. If you guys would like full guides on how to do the toxic growth in those spots I've mentioned previously in the video, then definitely look down below, it will definitely help you out. But that is it for today's video. If you guys have found the video helpful, and if you do like this type of content, then please do consider liking the video. It helps the video spread to more viewers, and it tells me that you guys enjoy this content, and I'm happy to make more. It is really fun to make. Anyways, till next time, goodbye.